In this presentation, we will take a look at a method for tracking tax deductions related to education within our business accounts using a classes method within QuickBooks. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info. We are on the home page. We currently have the open windows open. In order to open the open windows, we go to the view drop down and select the open windows list. We are now going to open the check register and start entering some more checks from our bank statement to it. We will then go to the banking drop down and use register. We're going to select the checking account. And we have been entering data. We had entered data for 2 months prior to this. We entered a few in transactions for the month of March. And now we're going to continue with the month of March. Our system for bookkeeping is that we're just taking our information from our bank statement that we have spent money on in our business account and now recording them into our check register so QuickBooks can then process our reports. We have our normal transactions. We'll include another one here, which will include the post office. And then we've consciously made other transactions that we think might be deductible and therefore want to track them, including this time related to college payments for college tuition and college books. We want to track those items and see if we can deduct them, and therefore we consciously paid them out of our business account because we're better at tracking that information in QuickBooks. So let's set up these. We're going to go to the post office first, this just being a normal type of transaction, and then we will go from there. So the post office transaction happened on the 7th, so that's the date of March 7th. And the check number was 1025, and we're going to pay the post office once again, post office, and that's going to be for $320. And then once again, it's already populating for us. The post office here populates for us. We don't need a class because this is going to go into the unclassified because it's just going to be a normal business expense. We're just using the class for those we're going to pull out of the normal business expense. Check number is repeated. That's okay. We're going to keep that. That's fine. Next transaction that we have, we're going to highlight this one and say that that one is done. College. So we're going to say that we paid college tuition. This is a generic name clearly for a college. We're going to put this in place, and this is going to be something new. It's not a business expense. It doesn't belong as an expense on our business income statement, but it is something that we want to try to track, and we'll do that with the use of classes. So we've consciously paid the college out of our business account because we want to track it within our QuickBooks account. So we're going to go back over here and say, okay, college, that happened on 3/10, and the check number is 1026. And we're just going to type in my college. Again, generic name. Not many colleges are called my college, but we're going to type that in and say, okay. Add the vendor with a quick add as we normally would, and it will be a vendor type. We'll keep it as vendor type in this case. 900 is how much we paid. Then we need a new account to assign for it. Now again, I'm going to call it personal deductions so I can clearly label that on my reports. And then we're going to put for college costs. We're going to say these are college costs. Now we cannot see the classes. I would like to assign a class as well unless we select the splits item. And then we're going to say personal college costs is not an account. I'm going to set it up. So we'll set up this account. It's going to be an expense type account. That's what we want. That's all we're going to do now. That's all we need. Save and close. Now we're going to go to split and split that. And then we're just going to add our class. Our class is now going to be the tax deduction personal. So once again, this being the only thing we use if it is outside the norm. Otherwise, it's going to be uncategorized, which will be the norm. And then we're going to save that. I'm going to keep the number. That's okay. And we're going to do this one more time. We've done this for the college bookstore, for the college tuition. I'm going to think that's tuition. And then we've got the bookstore. So now we got the college bookstore. We're paying for books. Again, not business related, but something that we might be able to deduct for personal expenses. So this is going to be on 3/10 as well. Check number is 1027. And we're going to add a new account. Generic name, bookstore from my college. College. And tab, quick add that account, vendor type account. We're going to say we paid $100 for the books. And once again, we need the account name. Now I'm just going to put this into the same group, which is going to be personal deductions, college costs that we just set up. And I'm going to give an example that we don't assign a class here, and then we'll look at the reports and we'll easily be able to go back and assign the class. So we'll say record that, keep the check number, that's fine. And then we're going to take a look at our reports now. Reports drop down. We're going to go to company and financial. And we can't really look at the profit and loss is going to combine them. Just to give an example, if we were to choose the profit and loss, we're going to say that we have now 01/01/19 to 12/31/19. That's January 1st, 2019 to December 31st, 2019. And there's no classes here, so we're going to have this account for the college costs there. And that it's labeled that it's going to be personal, and so we could pull it out. We can print this and pull it out. I can export this to Excel and remove that item. No, it's going to be there because we added the expense account. So we have to look at it by classes, and that'll give us a better calculation of net income. So if we then go to reports up top, and we go to company and financial, and we go down to the income by class, profit and loss by class, and then change the dates from 01/01/19 to 12/31/19. That's January 1st to December 31st, 2019. Then we'll have these personal deductions for the 315 and the 900. Note this item is now an unclassified. Unclassified now is our default, remember. This is basically our business expenses. The ones that we pulled out and assigned a class to are the items that we need to pull out of the default, being our normal business expenses. So we're going to change this one by just double-clicking on it, double-clicking on that transaction, and then just changing this class field to tax deduction personal. Save and close. Save the changes. Close it back out. And that's how easy it is to kind of go in here. Anything that we see that's in the personal items that's under the default, we can then easily go in there and just assign it to a class and move it over to the proper location. So we have now found this item. So we're going to cross that out and highlight that on our bank statement. Next time we're going to continue on Epiphone as our normal vendor that we pay for the guitars that we sell in our business. That's a normal business that we're going to say is an expense the way we're setting it up. And then Ease Childcare will be the next item that we will go into, which is something that might be deductible for tax purposes and something that we want to track and see if we can provide it, but isn't a business expense, so we'll use the same method to do so. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info.